So I want a crashing wave, I just do, and I want to soften the highlights here at the top. Ray Ray joined, welcome! So I'm going to start with some unicorn spit. It's a gel stain. It is Celine. It's an iridescent, very sheer white. And I'm going to read a card in just a minute. It's our affirmation card. But I want to get some white put down on this so it will start soaking it in. Because it will take all of those, because it's a sheer color, all of the underlying colors, and just soak them right on up. And so it's a beautiful way to paint waves. So that's what I want to do right now, is let that be soaking it up. So after assessing it, I've decided that I want a big crushing wave up here. So what I'm doing is I'm just doing the outline with my Celine in a wave-like pattern. Whatever my brush wants to do is fine with me. It's just like it's splashed, you know what I mean? I just want the splash. I don't want anything underneath the wave yet. Just the splash. Let's let this one go a little bit crazier, right off the page maybe. Oh, you guys, I gotta show you. I gotta show you. All right, so let me show you what I've done so far. So this is just the edge of a splash, and that way, let me just push this over. That way, you're going to be able to see through the splash, right? Because I won't color that up, and you'll see whatever's behind it. And then below that, I'll start putting in my big wave that caused that crash, right? And that's an easy way to get a transparent wave. You just pretend that there is actually water coming up and just do the edge of the wave. About this, it works well because there's no polymer or glue. So all of those underlying colors, because I haven't sprayed it, is coming up through it. So it's given that color as well as leaving some white. So that's cool. Our card today, let's get an inspiration from the sea. Here we go, it doesn't matter. Still a beautiful day. This one looks so pretty and bright. Let's see what happens when we pull that. Fluid. May you shift and transform. Yes. This is my brother, Ed Williams, that music, if you can hear it. Thank you, Ed. All right, and for the last thing, we have a surprise today. It's a thank you for my subscribers. It's gorgeous, and it's a little miniature palette. So this is a surprise drawing for my subscribers on both platforms, the Facebook and the TikTok. Visitors today. On TikTok Tuesdays, I usually stay by myself, just so you know, but I'm always open for visitors another time. All right, ready? I don't know who I'm declining, but Lynn the Crazy Crafter. Congratulations, Lynn the Crazy Crafter. You just won the Serenity Seascape. Yay! Drop an address in my messages and I'll ship it right out to you. And thank you again for your support, everybody. Your shares and likes and comments, it's very encouraging and it really does help keep going. So let's keep going. Thanks. Artsy Fartsy, welcome. Shannon, still praying. Hal Savvy and the rest. Okay. I put the moderator in this drawing as well because you never get anything. So I put you in there for any time we do a drawing. Okay, so I've got my white still. That's the Celine. I'm just going to go ahead and bring it down a little bit farther. Okay, just getting an idea of where I want this roll. Okay, what I've got here is Blue Thunder. It's the regular Unicorn Spit. You guys, Unicorn Spit's not doing affiliates anymore. Wah, wah. But it's okay. Michelle Nicole gave me a affiliate melody type of coupon thing that I can post it, and if you use it, I get credit, 10% commission, and you get free shipping. I believe it's over $50 or something like that. I don't know. So, but for right now, I'm just going back to painting. All right, let's play Blue Thunder. I'm gonna do a dark barrel. All right, so I've got a big dark barrel under there of just Blue Thunder. It's all flat, all one color, so how about some Blakaboo Peacock? This one's a nice color. Oh guys, I forgot to show you. Let me show you. I've let it soak for a little while into the wood, and it's absorbed, so I need to go back and add some more eyelashes and details, sharper. But anyway, you're looking at this like eyelashes where, but trust me, it's coming, it's on the other side. So there's my water. This has so many meanings to me, you just have no idea. It's a piece of hickory that my brother-in-law and sis brought to me. So this is North Carolina, the mountains and all that. It's mountains and trees and water, but it's also the mountains and strength, and the water bringing life and protection and provision, right? So there's my husband. And then, boom, let's have a party. That's me. And you know, while I was painting, I was trying to figure out what is that mirror thing I put in there. And so if you can see, it's a girl up here, and there's a fire and a book. And so the meaning behind that is that I choose wisdom and knowledge over worldliness or vanity. That's just the meaning in my head. Anyway, so and this was the inspiration from the lady on YouTube, Delia. I don't know how to say the name, but the mud fossil started it all. So, and there's two little hearts hidden behind the mirror. So anyway, I have to seal it, but I do want to go ahead and finish doing a little bit more enhancing. But thank you, Eddie and Sherry, so much. I had so much fun with this. It's ridiculous. I also went ahead and did the bottom because you have to. So there's that Blakaboo Peacock. And I'm going to set it right in the deepest section here. Underneath, even though I may not see it right now, I know it's going to be absorbed. Bring it out onto the sides as well. And honestly, I cannot remember if I had Blakaboo Peacock anywhere else on this, so I'm just going to go ahead and introduce it again underneath behind that wave somewhere, just so that it's not a standout color somewhere. It's my own pet peeves. You do you, always. I want to fix this. Don't like the angle of it, so let's bring that back down. That changed everything. Yeah. Let me show you. So, interesting. And the Capricorn has a copper flash that shows up every once in a while. Let me see where it's at. Okay, so right there. And so it looks like a rock under... Isn't that cool? It looks like a rock under that water. See it right there? And that is very cool to drop that Celine on top of it, and it makes that foamy look. Let's go ahead and try that. It's just right. I'm just gonna go ahead and draw some little lines, like veins. Well, they're gonna get muddy in a little bit. They'll start soaking up the other colors. Let's see if you can watch them soak. Where am I? See it start to absorb those colors. And a damp brush, always a damp brush. Oh. Just break up that big copper chunk I have coming straight across. I don't want to take it all out. I just want to break it up. So if this line across, this dark line under that white is narrow, then it's a nice little tight curl. But if you make that dark line under the white really big, then you've got a tsunami coming, right? You got a big wave. And I think since it's up in the foreground, we want to do with that. Well, we got a big splash behind it. So I don't know if I want to keep bringing it down towards me to enlarge the height of this wave, or if I want to bring it up, and I think I want to bring it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dampen that brush, and I'm going to push that dark blue up and just widen it like that and make it a taller wave. I've got all of this white lacy stuff right here that's supposed to be the splash, so I've got lots of room that I can keep doing this with without messing into that. But I'm going to mess into it now just for fun. Okay. Now I'm coming back down again. Want it bigger, bigger. It might be Ed's music's getting to me. I'm like, wow. Love it. I'm going to make this brush real damp and just go back over those little wispy things we put up there. So there it is. Just put that in there. Come back up underneath this highest part here, maybe. Ooh. That one's going to be splashing off of this rock, I guess. I'm trying to figure out how this is happening in my head. Can it happen like this? Yes. Yes, it can. I want to bring a little bit of that real watery, just dipping it into that edge that we put down. And my brush is damp with just water and whatever's paint I have left on it from the last, whatever I did. Just every once in a while I want to bring it back down into like it is attached to the water. But I don't want to cover my whole thing up, you know what I'm saying? I love the colors. You can see pinks and blues, and you probably can't. Way over there. I don't know if you can. But you see how it's happening? The different colors? I'm going to have to put a rock in because my wave is in a weird way. like I didn't just put it there. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead with some blue still in my brush and scoop up a bunch of that Celine. And that's going to soak in again. It's not going to be real crisp white. But I'm coming over a rock that you don't see yet. It's not been painted. Trust me, it's in there. I just want to see some movement. So that's what I'm looking for, just a little bit of movement. I like that. Enough. With the same brush, I want to do a little bit more with this. I just don't want to go so far that I cover up my rock back there. I want to be able to see it. I'll just highlight this here, I guess. Don't you love this fluid movement? I do. Let's see. Let me just drag this across with this super watery brush. Drag it from the white. Ooh. Okay. So this is squirrel. It's brown, a red brown. Give it a reason it's making that big old splash. There's my reason. I knew that rock was there somewhere. Isn't that fun? It's easier, okay, to paint from the background to the foreground, right? But you don't have to. You can just keep going back and forth if you want. Don't feel like, I'm just talking to anyone that's just fresh off the grill. Don't feel like, well, now I have something in front of it, so I can't put anything behind it. Just go ahead, put it back there. Even if you have to paint over the top of what you just did, do it. And then go ahead and play with that thing up in the foreground again. It's so much better than looking at, to me anyway, you do you, but so much better than looking at a painting when that's sitting there sealed, thinking, I knew I should have done such and such, right? Now's your chance. Fix it. Get it. Okay, I'm going to take my blend of Celine. I'm going to add some more splashes here and there. Just crazy splashes because the ocean is fluid. Oh, how pretty. Just dancing, just the tip of my brush, tapping onto that Celine. Super light. It looks like I'm like, but I'm not. Super light. That's what I'm saying. That was a little heavy-handed. Oh well. You can always go over it. Okay, so some wave action. Not, absolutely that's perfect and all that, but alright, let's pull that rock out a little bit. I don't want to fight too much with that water or compete with it too much. I have purple in my sky, so I'm thinking to bring that purple down into that rock and then maybe a little bit more into our little pond that's going to be here. So covering it up is my Dionysus. That's the metallic artistic vibration. Misfits. Alright, so there is purple. And I'm going to put some white down right on top first, so my purple goes lighter. Because what I want to do is make some peaks and valleys on this rock down here to show, hey, it's a rock. Okay, a little bit more white right on top of that purple. I'm just going back and forth until I like what I see. That's all. That's my process. It works for me. I like colorful things. Maybe it's seaweed. I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit. You can see where I'm going under that rock, I think. And then, of course, this will all just be super water. I do want that coming up. We can have another roll under here. It doesn't have to go straight to wet sand look, but I do like the wet sand. For the longest, I kept trying to get this a big splash over it. I have given that up. I did. That's right. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at that. Just move the beach back out there a little bit farther. Just for fun. I don't know. Too far, I guess. I wanted a big wave, and I made them small again. Why? Why do I do that? All right, get rid of that water. Just back it up a little bit. Love that colorful rock underneath of it. Just changing some angles. Just for fun. Alright, well, at least you see the see-through wave. We got to that part, right? A little bit. So, it's coming along. Let me soften this big, heavy thing. And I'm going to do that with some Zia Teal, Unicorn Spect. Some regular whitening. And it wouldn't hurt to put a little purple back up in there, since we're going to play with it down here. I'll put some right here too. This looks like a good place for a rock. Maybe in here for the shadow of that. Alright. Thank you, honey. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, Shannon, and those babies. I love you. Prayers for Shannon and her family. So sick. Oh, that is my almost over music. So I thank you for being with me today, you guys. All of the videos go. And I will, you know, make them a little easier to see. I'll bring you up close and edit it. I'll wet that down a little bit more. I'm just trying to soften. I like the lines, I just don't want them quite as severe as they were. There's a lot of movement down below. This is a very busy piece, I have to say. Here's some dark purple into my little wet tide pool area. You know, every time it seems like you put something here, it just kind of pushes everything back. I love that. I'm going to darken this up with some purple, just for fun. Get my brush damp and just keep going. All right. Push this back a little. Just a little tint of blue coming up over those sands. That's pretty. Just keep going forever. But anyway, you get the idea. Just a big barrel, basically, in dark. The bigger the dark line, the bigger the barrel, the taller the wave is. Fun! So, neat! I can't wait to start messing with those rocks. Now at least I have a direction on that. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. And congratulations again, Lynn the Crazy Crafter. And thank you everyone for your support. Have a beautiful day. Love to everyone. Bye.